Day 419 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 2311, longest binary subsequence less than or equal to k. The difficulty level is medium, but don't worry because we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go in and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. You are given a binary string s and a positive integer k. Return the length of the longest subsequence of s that makes up a binary number less than or equal to k. Note the subsequence can contain leading zeros, the empty string is considered to be equal to 0, and the subsequence is a string that can be derived from another string by deleting some or no characters without changing the order of the remaining characters. All right, y'all, so that sounds simple enough, but let's go ahead and take a look at these examples anyway, just to make sure that we're doing this problem correctly. So in example 1, we have the input s equals a string of binary integers 1 0 0 1 0 1 0, k equals 5. The output is 5. The explanation says the longest subsequence of s that makes up a binary number less than or equal to 5 is the string binary code 00010, as this number is equal to 2 in the decimal. Note that 00100 and 00101 are also possible, which are equal to 4 and 5 in decimal, respectively. The length of the subsequence is 5, so 5 is returned. All right, y'all, so let's break down this example one step further, just in case there are some people who don't understand it yet. So first thing I want to say, when it says it's equal to 4 and 5 in decimal, it doesn't mean like a decimal then 4 and 5. Decimal just means base 10 number or just a regular number like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9 and 0. So it doesn't mean it needs to include a decimal. It's just a decimal is what the number is, regular number. Boom. Now that we understand that, let's break this down. So we want to find a substring in this that creates a binary integer or binary number that is less than or equal to k, which in this case is 5. So we can't use this whole string, like say we want to use this whole string as binary, but this whole string is equal to 74. 74 in binary is equal to 74 in decimal. So since it's equal to 74, 74 is way greater than 5, so we can't use the whole string, right? So boom. Similarly, say we wanted to just use this substring right here, 1010. That in binary will be equal to 10. So we can't use that because 10 is greater than k. Now, what we can do is, or it tells us what we can do, we can use this string right here. So we could use these two zeros. We can delete this one, right? So we could get rid of this one because it says right here, a subsequence is a string that can be derived from another string by deleting or no characters, or deleting some or no characters without changing the order of the remaining. So let me just copy and paste this over. Let me just copy and paste this so y'all can see better. So we can create this substring right here because, oh sorry, it would be this substring right here, or no, it'd be right here. Sorry, what would it? Let me see, y'all. Let me see. No, yeah, it'd be right here, right? So we could create this substring, and we would delete this one, and we delete this one, and that will leave us with this right here, boom, which is equal to this, which is equal to 2, right? So this is the output that they gave us. This would be equal to 2. 2 is less than 5. All we did was delete 2 ones. We deleted this one, and we deleted this one, and we were able to create this, which is equal to 2, which is less than 5, so it's good. But we're not returning this substring itself, we're just returning the count of the substring. So as you can see, this, subsequence, as you can see, this subsequence has a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's where this 5 comes from. We're just returning the count of the subsequence. We're not returning the subsequence itself. So let me just go through the other examples, like say we copy and paste it. Oh, sorry. We could copy and paste this back over here. Similarly, so it says 00100 is also possible, which we would get that by, say we delete this one and then we delete this one, boom. And then this is also a subsequence that is valid because it's equal to 4. So since this is equal to 4 and 4 is less than 5, we could return this one as well. Either way, this one still has a count of 5, so count would be 5. Similarly with this one, right? So if some of y'all did it like this and you just decided to delete this one and then delete this 0, boom, this would be equal, this right here would be equal to 5, which is equal to k, which counts, right? Because it has to be less than or equal to k. This case is equal to k, so this counts as well. And it still has a count of 5, so the output would still be 5. So that's all we're doing. We're just creating the longest subsequence that we can create in binary code that with that binary code representation in decimal would still be less than or equal to k. So if you're still having trouble with that, let's go ahead and take a look at example 2 so we can really make it make sense for those who it may not make sense yet. So in example 2, we have the input s equals the binary code string 001010001. This time k equals 1. The output is 6. Explanation says the string 0000001 is the longest subsequence of s that makes up a binary number less than or equal to 1. As this number is equal to 1 in decimal, the length of this subsequence is 6, so it is returned. So once again, we can just copy and paste this so y'all can see. Boom, once again, this time we just delete this one, then we delete this one, and we're left with this right here. Because k is equal to 1, we don't have that much room to work with. We have to make a string in binary that is less than or equal to 1, which is difficult to do, but we did it. In this case, this is equal to 1, so we return 6 because there are 6 numbers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and thus the output is 6. So I hope that made sense to y'all. And now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. Solution is not that difficult at all. We should get through it fairly quickly. Now, the first thing we are going to do, we are going to create some variables. We're going to create a variable. We could say len equals 0. Then we'll come over here, say then we could say comma num equals 0. So len is going to keep track of the length of the valid subsequence, and num is going to store the integer value of the current binary subsequence. Now we need to iterate over the characters of the string in reverse order from the least significant bit. So for that, we're going to come right here. We're going to say for c and s dot reverse. We're going to open up the brackets. We're going to say if c equals quotation mark 0, come outside of that, open up the brackets. We're always going to include 0 since it doesn't increase the binary value. Then we're going to increment length by saying len plus equals 1. Then we're going to come right here and we're going to say else if len is less than 30, boom, and we're going to say and two and signs, and open up the parentheses, pal, open up the parentheses again, open up the parentheses again, we're going to say 2.0, comma, double, open up the parentheses again, len, come outside all of these parentheses, we're going to say plus num is less than or equal to k, boom. So this is going to include 1 only if adding its value doesn't exceed k, and we use len is less than 30 to avoid integer overflow from pal to comma len. Boom. Then we're going to add 2 to the length power to num because in reverse order this 1 is at position len. So for that we need to say num plus equals int, open up the parentheses, pal, open up the parentheses, 2.0, comma, double, open up the parentheses, length. Just like that. Then we need to increment the length since we've included another bit. So we come underneath that and we can say len plus equals 1. Now, all we have to do is return the length of the longest valid subsequence that represents a number less than or equal to k. So for that, we could just come right here and say return len, just like that, y'all. Let's go ahead and give it a run. Make sure it runs properly. Oh, we got an error already. So let's see. Separated by a comma. I thought it was separated. We could just do it like this. Oh, should be an equal sign right here. There we go. That's better. So now let's run it again. See what? Okay, we have another one. So it should be some parentheses right here. Sorry about that, y'all. Now let's give it a run. Let's see, and it's accepted, y'all. So let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Look at that. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users with Swift. Those are some good numbers right there. Those are the numbers I like to see. So with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.